Welcome to KSR Data Vision. In this course, we are going to discuss about basic Excel to advanced Excel course. So by end of this course, you will be familiar with how to play with Excel, not only the basic with advanced concepts. By end of this course, you can also learn how to perform the data analysis by using Excel. And also you can build a one time series forecasting model by using Excel. So in by using Excel, we do a machine learning model and forecasting model. So is my voice is not clear? Is my voice is not clear?
It's clear, sir.
It's clear, sir.
Okay. So by end of this, you can build the machine learning models, you can build the time series forecasting model, you can perform the data analysis, you can also create a dashboards by using Excel. Let's try to understand what is Excel, what is data. Let's try to understand what is Excel and what is data. So data is being generated everywhere and every day and every moment. For example, just want to understand the social media. So can you tell me what are the different social media accounts do we have? What are the different social media accounts? As you know that YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, WeChat, Facebook, LinkedIn, like different charts, right? Different, right? So here WhatsApp off. Now just want to understand the usage of the people using every day. Is it increasing or decreasing social media usage? For example, how much time are you spending on YouTube in every day? How much time are you spending in Instagram? How much time are you spending in WhatsApp in every day? For example, if I calculate, let's say 5 hours, let's say 5 hours in a day, 5 hours in a day, in a week, it is going to be 35 hours. I mean, 5 hours means not only the YouTube, which include Facebook, LinkedIn, WeChat, Instagram, and everything, WhatsApp, right? So now let's take an example of YouTube. Let's take an example of YouTube. Let's consider, for example, as we are taking the, as we said, data is generated everywhere and every day. We are using different social media activities on daily basis. Some of the are like for YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, WeChat, Facebook, and all. On an average, for example, on an average, are spending 5 hours on social media platform. So weekly, you are going to spend 35 hours. So for example, YouTube. Have you ever got recommendation to watch the videos? Have you ever got the recommendation to watch the videos?
Yes, sir, God.
How? On what basis did you get the recommendations? On what basis did you get the recommendations? Hari Krishna, Ajay, Chandrasekhar? Based on
Past reviews.
based on past history. Based on past
Yeah.
history.
Recent search history.
Search or past history, search history or past history, anything. Now,
Yeah.
what is going to happen here? So YouTube gather, for example, Ajay. So for example, Ajay is watching more of web series, like let's say English web series. Now it gather the information. No, it capture the information. Does he watching more of romantic web series, or does he watching thriller? Does he watching action, or does he watching kind of crime scene? I mean, crime related kind of thing. Based on his interest, based on his interest, Facebook or YouTube is going to give the recommendations. Now, sir, how YouTube information is relevant to our Excel? How it is relevant to our Excel? Very simple and very easy. Now, YouTube is gathering their search history, but where it is going to store? Some database, right? What is database?
We
Collection of
store the
data.
information.
Database is a place where we can
We
store the
store information
information
in the form of tables.
in the form of table. Simple to say, database is a storeroom. For example, in your house, you have a storeroom, right? Where you can store the unnecessary information generally or some information. So here database is a storeroom, but of course it is not unnecessary. It is a place where we can store the data, which is in the form of tables or in the form of tables. Now table is nothing but rows and columns. So Excel is also table, right?
Yes, sir.
Excel is also table. So in your Excel, we can store the past history or search history. By using Excel analysis, we can recommend what movies does he watching, what time is he watching. So how much time Ajay is active, how much time Ajay is inactive, at what time Ajay is logging, each and every detail we are gathering. For example, let's come to the another point. Rise of mobile traffic and current mobile traffic share. For example, mobile traffic, that means mobile usage of the mobile. So can you tell me how many mobiles do you have? Maybe you have one mobile, but how many SIMs do you have? As more and more people are using same signal, the consumption would be higher side, the signal quality would be lower side. And the usage of the smartphones is increasing heavily from 2004, 2010, if you look in 2020, and even for other years, the smartphone usage will be higher. As you are using smartphones, it is capturing each and every information. Again, of course, by using it will store the data in the database. Database again is an Excel. We can do perform the analysis. For example, let me talk about what is the last one. This is image, fourth image. What is this image?
Hospitality.
Hospital. So let's say you went to a hospital. Let's say you went to a hospital called Manipal Hospital. As everyone know about the Manipal Hospital. Once you enter Manipal Hospital, they will ask you to registration. The registration, they will ask your ID proof, Aadhaar card, let's say Aadhaar card, PAN card and all. Aadhaar card, PAN card and all. Right? Aadhaar card, PAN card. Now, one question coming to our mind, what they will do with our Aadhaar card? So they will capture your all history, health history. What is your BP, blood pressure, right? What is your heartbeat? What problem are you facing currently? For example, are you facing gastric? They'll reach out to you in the future. We are providing an offer. So they will capture each and every patient health history. Again, where they're storing the health history information, they are going to store in the table. And again, so they want to understand what kind of patients are facing of gastric, what kind of patients are facing sugar, how many sugar patients are suffering with gastric problems, how many gastric problem patients are suffering with cardiac heart or like heartbeat or a low BP, how many sugar, what kind of problems are sugar patients are facing frequently. To understand, to detail understand the analysis of data, again, we can use the Excel, right? Is it a valid or not? Is it a valid? For example, as you know, yesterday I saw some report, 1/3 of Indians are facing sugar, diabetics. Now, their basic problem is a diabetic. From this, what other issues, what other health issues are they facing? So diabetic patients are suffering with kidney issues, are suffering with, let's say, low BP, are suffering with a heart attack. So how many diabetic patients are suffered with the COVID and how many of them are recovered and how many of them are no more, are expired? So, okay, the basic symptom is diabetic and what other issues, health issues they're facing. To understand the health history and to provide the recommendations to do research of things, again, to do data, research and all, we can use MS Excel, Microsoft Excel, right? Like as an example, as we see the social media, I'm just coming here. Social media, just want to understand. Ajay, let's take an example. Bipin, how much time in a day, how frequently Bipin is logging into this WhatsApp or into Facebook or Instagram? So does he log in morning time? Does he log in afternoon time? Does he log in the evening time? For example, let's say, I want to run a promotion. So let's say Bipin is searching more of, let's say, Nike shoes or let's say Crocs shoes, something like this. When I need to promote the advertisement to Bipin, let's say, do I need to promote the advertisement entire day in social media for Bipin? For example, let me give an example. let me give a simple example, guys. Let me give a simple example, easy to understand. Of course, it is a business problem also, in the real world business problem. Let's say Bipin is searching for, let's say, smartphone, let's say iPhone 14. iPhone 14. Let's say, for example, iPhone 14. He did not buy the mobile yet, just searching the iPhone 14 specification, quality, and all. So now, what is Apple company, iPhone company or Apple company planning to do? Planning to attract Bipin. So in order to do that, they are planning to promote social media, or planning to start the promotion social media. So do they need to start promotion for Bipin entire day?
No, sir. Usually when he logins, like
Usually not
or
required. Usually not required. Whenever, so already they gather the information from the Facebook. Yet what time Bipin is logging into the Facebook? How frequently is logging in a day? Which day is spending more into the Facebook? Which day is not spending? Does he spending more in the weekends? Does he spending more in the weekdays? Does he spending more in the alternate day? So whenever he's logging, as per his past history or such history, we can also start promoting the same for Bipin on the same time. So that as he looking more and more the advertisement, highly likely chances to buy the product. Understood? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now, okay, now, for example, traffic, like let's say signal, for example, satellites. For example, ISRO is sending a satellites to space. How frequently are the satellites giving the response to station, ISRO station? What kind of information are we doing? So after once they gather the information, they can analyze the data. Of course, that also can be done with the help of MS Excel. Understood? Any questions? Any doubt? Now, perfect. Now, okay, understood, guys? Any questions? Any doubt? So very, very powerful, guys. Excel is a very, very powerful. As you know that every time, every day is a generating the data. Now, let me go. What is the power of? What is the power of MS Excel? Where do we use MS Excel? Now we understand data being generated from various sources and all. Now let's try to understand the power of Microsoft Excel. Finance. Finance means, so there are the different industries where we can use MS Excel. Finance. So do you know about the finance? For example, finance. I want to generate a report, let's say credit cards. Bank finance is a bank, let's say banking. In the banking, let's say there is a credit card. Let's say there is a credit card. Let's say an example of credit card. For this credit card, I just want to, Ajay would like to understand the, at every month end, does he get credit card report or bill report or credit card statement? How does it look like? How does that statement looks like? How does the statement looks like? How does the statement looks like? So it is a table format, customer ID, transaction amount, transaction date, transaction value,
Do you
and
want?
do amount is on, do amount, product type, what product, where is bought, time, everything will create, right? This
Yeah.
information which is going to be stored in the form of table format. All right. Now, okay, we got the month on month bill generate. Now let's say we got 1 year bill amount. Now I would like to understand where Ajay is spending more amount. Does he spending more amount towards restaurant bars? Does he spend more amount towards traveling? Does he spend more amount towards education? Does he spend more amount of movies? So based on his interest, we can suggest to a bank, hey, Ajay is spending more of traveling by using his credit card, let's say using Access Bank, give a give offers related to traveling. Give an offer related to traveling. Understood? Again, this is a business problem, guys. You may think why we are getting an offers related to traveling, why we are getting a related offer to a restaurant, why we are getting an offer towards groceries. Because in the past you have done more transaction towards or maximum transaction towards the groceries. Because of that, you are going to get offers related to grocery. For an example, you have spent so much of amount for traveling to explore various places throughout India, throughout the world. So now you are going to get an offers which are related to traveling, Understood? So this is one of the example finance. Or I would like to understand one of the common problems for credit card exam, as we're talking about the credit card, personal loan, home loan, what is the major challenges that people are facing in issue? What is the majors? For example, home loan. You might, does anyone have the home loan? Does anyone have the home loan?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the major challenges do you face every month or every quarter? Who is having the home loan? Who is having the home loan? Someone said yes now. Someone said yes. Who is having the home loan?
Sir, Ajay. But
Ajay. Okay. Every
I
quarter you face one thing. So as you're taking the home loan, floating interest rate, your interest rate is not the same, right? Quarter on quarter. 1 month
yes, sir.
you're,
It changes. It changes. Yeah.
it is not the same, right? Now you want to
Mhm.
understand how your EMI, your home loan EMI being calculated. How your home loan EMI being calculated. Maybe you know the principal amount. So
Mhm.
no, you know the principal amount.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You know the interest rate and
Interest rate is
10.
flexible. It changes.
For
Yes.
example, every quarter on quarter, your interest rate is generated. For example, this quarter is 7%. Your tenure, 20 years, 30 years like this. Our principal amount, let's say 50 lakhs. Then how much amount is being deducted from your account month on month? How much amount being deducted from your account month on month? To understand that, to understand that, to understand that, we are going to use Excel. With the help of Excel, we can able to perform. Understood? With the help of Excel, we can able to perform. Not only the home loan, your personal loan, your automobile, your car loan, your mobile EMI. All right, everything we can able to. Or let's say someone might have invested in the mutual fund stocks. How your stocks being predicting? How to predict the stocks? How to? What is the value of your mutual funds? How much? What is the tomorrow value of your mutual funds? To predict your stock value or your mutual fund value, which stocks are better? How to choose the stock? I mean, how to choose the best 5 best performing stocks? To understand all these things, to understand all these things, we are going to use, we are going to use Excel. We are going to use Excel. For example, there is a one website. For example, just give an example as an Excel. For example, take a tab. Take a tab. For example, there is a website, ticker type stock analysis. There is Excel. Again, they're using in the background. I mean, you need to log in. So for example, let's say Tata Motors. For example, Tata Motors. I just give the Tata Motors. How this table is calculating? Just give an example. What is the 1 week performance? Right. The 1 month performance. How much it is return? How much 1 day returns? Right. What is the forecasting values? So what analysts saying recommendation? There is a forecasting value. Right. So how generating this graph valuation? How they generating the graph valuation? Example, right? How to get the dependent? What is ROC? Right? Each and every information can be, how to compare the financial trends, revenue, profit, losses, and all. Right? Financial statements. Right? So to calculate all these things, or to perform all these things, we are going to use Excel. We are going to use Excel. For example, I think I can show you one of the project I can show you, or one of the assignment or one of the module I can show you after at the time of financial calculations, how to choose top 5 best stocks based on the available data. How to perform or how to choose best best performing stocks under 500 rupees. How to choose top returns, which is going to be perform a stock in next 1 year. I can show you based on this website. I can show you the data. Of course, once you get from this website, we can gather the data. Again, analysis need to be performed by using Excel only. By using Excel only. Understood? Understood, guys? Understood? Now,
Yes, sir.
so that's what the way we can use the finance. Marketing. Okay, understood about the finance. Marketing. What is the marketing? Where do we use the Excel in the marketing? Can anyone guess? At least give a try. Give a try. Can you think about it? Guys are able to follow me? Is it boring? Is it boring?
No.
No, sir.
Is it interesting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, tell me. So guys, this is today's session we're just learning about the applications. Where do we use MS Excel? Now, just for finance, we're talking about the credit card, talking about the stock markets and all. Right? Marketing. So where do we use the marketing? For example, sorry, tell me.
Advertisement.
Advertisements. Okay, let me give simple. Let me give a simple example. Let me give a simple example. Let me give a simple example. One example I'll give you. Easy to understand. So this is one of the real case scenario, and this is one of the real case scenario we're going to cover now. For example, you want to sell 10,000 iPhones. How many iPhones? Let's say, for example, forget about the 10,000. Forget about the 10,000. 2,000 iPhones. You need to sell the 2,000 iPhones in 1 week. How do you sell?
200.
So, and you have the customer base of 10,000 customer base. 10,000 customer base. How do you sell? Tell me. iPhone 14. Wait. Each mobile cost is 1 lakh. Each mobile phone cost is 1 lakh. How do you sell? Can anyone tell me? Can you think about it? What is your thought? I given a task to you as a marketing guy. I given a task to you. You need to sell 1 lakh. I know you need to sell 200 iPhones. Just in 1 week. Each iPhone cost is 1 lakh. You have the information such as like job status, yes or no, whether they have job or not. This is information, the job or not, salary, low or high, or designation, low or high. Now, how do you target? Tell me. This is the only information you have. This is the information for all the 10,000 customers in the Excel table. All the 10,000 customers, only 3 columns we have: job status, salary, designation. Job status can be either yes or no. Only one option, not two. For example, customer A, job status, salary, designation. Only 3 columns. Maybe yes, salary low, designation low. Maybe second B, no. No means low salary, low designation. Right. This is kind of the information you have. Now, tell me how to identify how to sell 200 phone. So first question. Okay, any questions, any thought? At least can you try? This is one of the case study they given in interview. How do you solve?
So we said gather the data of people with job status, yes, and whose salary is high and designation is high.
No, don't say like that. Your thought is correct, but you should not explain something like that. Okay, first guys, this is one of the interview question. Now they've asked in interview, how will you deal? How will you deal? Come on, how will you deal? Honestly, they've asked this question, guys. I'm not joking. It's a simple question. So how many customers do you have? How many customers do we have?
10,000.
2,200 or 10,000?
10,000 customer base.
10,000. 10,000. From 10,000 customers, how many customers are efficient? How many mobiles you need to sell?
200.
200, which means from 10,000 customer, we have to choose best customer who having a ability to buy mobile phone.
And
Such
repay
customers
the
are
amount.
sorry.
If they take EMI, if they need
No.
to repay it, right?
That is not required, right? We need to sell only.
Okay.
Whether repay or not repay doesn't matter for us.
Okay, we need to only sell.
We need to sell, right? Whether repay or does not repay does not matter for us.
Okay.
So we need to identify the potential customer who have the ability to buy 200 phones. So that means, so before buying 1 lakh mobile, will they see the demo? Will they see the demo, right?
Yeah.
Mobile demo. So in 1 week time, is it possible for you to reach all the 10,000 members? No, right? Is it possible, or is it possible to reach or provide a demo? Let's say, so at least you need to give 15 minutes demo, right? For each person.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes. So in a day, how many that means in hour? 4. I mean, how many members you can able to reach? 4 members. In 24 hours, you can see 96. Am I right?
Yeah.
So in 1 week, 7 days, 7 nines are 42, 42 and 672. So maximum you can able to reach 672 people. That too if you work 24/7 for an entire week. That is not a good idea. Is it possible to work 24/7 for a week?
No.
No possible. And it is not possible to reach, it is not possible to reach all the 10,000 members also. Then what you need to do? So you need to create a strategy. You need to perform a strategy by using Excel that first and foremost, if they don't have a job, will they able to buy a mobile?
No.
So, okay, let's see. Total 10,000 customers. First variable is job status. Job status. Job status, yes or no? Yes. Job status, yes or no. What is the average unemployment rate in India? 30%. Let's say 30%. So that means 3,000 people, they don't have a job. We are just guessing only. 7,000 people, we have a job. Now tell me, as per the job status, are we going to target 3,000 members? Or are we going to target 7,000 members?
7,000.
So that means 3,000 are left from our data. Agree?
Yeah.
Now 7,000. What is the next variable? Salary. Salary, simple, low or yes. Low or yes. Maybe generally, you have joined a job 1-2 years, maybe 1-2 years experience, your salary would be low. Less than 5 years, your salary would be less than 10 lakhs. Or maybe, what is the proportion? Maybe 60% of the people would have a low salary, right? 60% of people would have a 60%, 40%. So 40%, that means 2,800 only?
Yeah.
4,200. So who is our target customers now? Salary high or low salary?
High salary.
Salary with high. Again, here divided with the designations. Again, we are doing with the designations. So I'm going with the designations. Designation, low designation, high designation. Generally, low designation people are more. 90% of them are, let's say 80% of them are low designation. 20% of people would have high designation. So 2,800 of 20 means what is the answer? 560. Are remaining 2240. 2240. Remaining is 2240. Am I right? Remaining is 2240. So you need to target only 560 members. These 560 members are highly likely chances to buy the mobile. Out of 560 members, only 200 mobiles you need to sell. Now, is it a better strategy?
Yeah.
Is it a better strategy? Now, what is your strategy? Job status is equal to yes. And salary is equal to yes. And I mean, high salary basically. Designation is equal to high. Designation is equal to high. If these are the conditions satisfied, only this is the marketing strategy are we going to apply. So you just need to give a demo. Instead of 10,000, you need to give just demo to 560 people. Out of 560, only 200 people are going to buy your mobile. That is a strategy. Again, this all thing can be performed by using Excel. That's what where marketing strategy come into the picture. Understood? Understood? Any confusion? Is it interesting example?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, by one assignment I will give you before coming to your class tomorrow. One guess estimates. So can you tell me how many Creta cars are available in Bangalore? How many Creta cars? are available in Bangalore? Can you answer to me tomorrow? Can you answer?
Okay.
Understood the question? Very simple. Can you tell me how many Creta? Do you know about a Creta car? Have you
Yeah.
heard about Creta? Everyone? If anyone don't know about Creta, Creta is one of the SUV which is sponsoring by Hyundai. The mobile, I mean the cost of the vehicle, high-end vehicle cost is around 26 lakhs. Am I right, guys? Yes. Now you need to tell me the answer. How many Creta cars available in Bangalore tomorrow? That is your answer. That you need to answer to me tomorrow's session. If you're not able to answer, we can discuss in tomorrow. So in the Excel course, I can also discuss about the guess estimations. These are the examples, guessing how many cars are there, now how many mobiles you can sell, how many customers you need to target. These are all the guess estimations. If you would like to attend a data analyst interview, this guess estimations is really, really important. So in this course, I'm going to teach, apart from Excel, I'm also going to teach the guess estimations. Okay, perfect. Now sales. So how do you use the sales in Excel? So how to use the sales? For example, you want to understand, let's say you want to understand the sales. For example, let me give a simple example. Do you know about DMart? Do you know about DMart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, right? Do you know about DMart, right? Now, DMart, some of the stores having the good sales, high growth sale, some of the stores are not performing the stores. So you need to understand why stores are not performing, what kind of stores are performing well. So which region stores are performing well, you need to create a strategy. For
Yeah.
that
KPIs.
purpose, we are going to sales. So you want to sales, each store wise, how many sales happened today? How many sales happened yesterday? So week on week sales are increasing or decreasing, sales growth. Week on week revenue is increasing or decreasing. Month on month revenue is increasing or decreasing. Year on year revenue increasing or decreasing. Which region stores are sales are decreasing? Which region sales are increasing? To understand all these things, these are the where we are going to the sales. We can use the MS Excel. For example, you are working with a telecom company. Let's say Vodafone. Now, what CEO looks end of the day or end of the month? How many new connections has happened? Or what is the sales are we getting from each region? South region, west region, north region, right? East region. How much amount we got? So from what kind of people are we getting the more revenue? Are we getting more revenue of data? Are we getting more revenue of SMS? Are we getting more revenue of calls? Where customers are spending more time? From where we are generating more revenue? To understand all these things, we can use MS Excel. Understood, guys? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt?
Is the MS Excel used only for reporting purpose or any other purpose?
So not only the reporting, you can also use the machine learning, you can also use the deep learning, you can also forecast, data analysis, everything. You can create a dashboards, everything you can do. That's what I'm going to cover in the next talk. That's what
Yes.
I'm giving the examples, right? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
giving the examples. So this is what where we can use the data analysis. People think that they know everything in the Excel, but we can perform n number of things, guys, in the Excel, right? So next, analytics and data science. So for example, data science is nothing but predicting the future. For example, let's take an example of mall. Let's say, can you tell me one of the famous mall? Can you tell me one of the famous mall, which you know?
Phoenix Mall.
Phoenix Mall. So in the Phoenix Mall, do you have a burger shop?
Yeah.
So in the burger shop. So in order to prepare a burger, what they require? They require some ingredients and raw material, right?
Yes.
So they required capsicum, they required tomato, they required some oils and all. The capsicum, tomato and all cannot be more than onions and all. It cannot be more than a week or more than a day, right? Tomato may not be good, right? So if you buy more of ingredients, there is a likely chances to get waste, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Do you agree? Do you agree? Yes, sir, right. So
Yes,
for
sir.
example, burger sale depends on what? In mall, Phoenix Mall, you're talking about the Phoenix Mall. Burger sale depends on what? Can you think about?
Number of customer which will be
Exactly. Number of customers who are visiting the store, right? Or we are visiting the stop, right?
Yeah.
We are visiting. So as more number of visitors, as visitors are increasing more, the sale of burger will increase higher, right? So let's say if 400 visitors are visiting the mall today, how many burgers are we going to sell today? Let's say 700 burgers are visitors are coming to the store or visiting the mall. How many burgers are we going to sell today? Let's say only 100 visitors are coming to stop. How many burgers are we going to sell today? How many burgers are we going to sell today? To predict such kind of things, in Excel we can use data. These are the data science problems. We can use analytics and data science. There we can use MS Excel. Simple formula we can able to predict. This is called as machine learning problem. This is called as ML problem. This is called a machine learning problem. Very simple, very simple. One line, one simple formula we can do this. Understood, guys? Understood.
Yeah.
Supply chain. I mean, sir, you're talking only, so you're talking about the only application. Are we going to use really these things in our Excel course? Definitely, yes. As it is the first day, I'm just giving the application. Where do we use? I'm going to cover all these things, right? Supply chain. So supply chain means, for example, you have a store. Let's say you have a company called Coromandel Fertilizers. So Coromandel Fertilizers, how many vehicles are coming to the store, to the Golden? How many how many vehicles are coming? What is the loading? What kind of material they're loading? Each and every, and what is the logistics? How many logistic vehicles are coming? Everything going to measured in the supply chain. HR, as you know that HR, maybe they can perform your appraisal rating, your leave absence, your performance, which project are you working, which information, each and every information they can perform or store in the, they play with the HR, Excel only. Operations, general operations, operation categories, different operations in the office, like for example, security guy. When you're entering into the office, security guy, he think how many people are logging at what time, right? When they're going back, they're registering each and every new employee's information or new visitors information. That is a kind of operational task. Guys, all this, there are different applications where we can use MS Excel. For sure, in our course as a projects I'm going to do, machine learning project, like burger example, I can take in the example, forecasting project, right? One dashboard, forecasting is also called simulation. These are some of the projects we are going to cover in our course. Okay. Next. So using Excel on your own purpose, forget about the business point of view, you can use your own purpose. So for example, let's say, have you ever invested in the stock market? Have you ever invested in the stock market? Have you ever invested in the stock market? Anyone? No?
yes, sir.
You might have heard about Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Of course, they expert no more. Have you ever heard about Rakesh Jhunjhunwala?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. How many stocks do you think? How many stocks does he maintain?
Not more than 20.
Are you sure? We don't know, right?
Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe it could be, there could be a possibility he can maintain 100 stocks also.
Yeah.
Can we pause? I'm not saying exactly 100. I'm just guessing 100. Right. In that case, is it possible to go and track each and every stock directly? No, right?
No, sir.
You want to see one dashboard. You want to see a dashboard. Which stocks perform negative, underperformed today? Which stocks perform overperformed? Which area, like a small cap, medium, large cap, flexi, where is getting more revenue? Where is losing more? Which company is performing? Which company is giving the 10% return? Which company is giving 15% return? So it is not possible to go and see each and everything manually, right? What if simply created dashboard? In the dashboard, just put in the conditions, 15%, 10%, small cap, large cap, automatically can able to see, right? That is where we can use dashboard on your own purpose, right? You can create a one dashboard. For example, in our organization also, you want to see there are the n number of departments. Each department wise, they want to see the leaves, right? There was a, let's say, company called TCS. It is not possible to see, right, each and every employee information, but it can be possible division wise, like a portfolio wise, right? Where they're getting more revenue, where they're getting losses, which division is performing better, which division is not performing better. To understand all these things, they can use dashboards. Agree with me? They can use dashboards. Next, one more important. So as you're working every month, every year, and we are facing an issue of tax being tax being deducted a lot. Most of the amount is being deducted. So just want to understand how tax being calculated, how they're calculating the basic, how they're calculating the HRA, how they're calculating the personal events, how they're calculating the PF, how they're calculating the gratuity. To calculate that kind of things, we can use Excel. Next thing is saving calculator. So you want to how much amount you need to invest into mutual funds, how much amount you need to invest into stocks, how much amount do you need to invest into your groceries in a home, how much amount do you need to spend for your hospital bills, how much amount do you need to spend for your petrol, vehicle petrol, how much amount do you need to spend for food, for your entertainment. That everything you need to calculate. For example, you're getting 1 lakh per month. Your expenditure should be less than 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh?
Less than 1.
Less than 1 lakh. Are you going to spend 1 lakh entire thing for food only?
No, sir.
So you need to allocate some amount, right? There should be rent. How much rent are you paying? 10%, 12% of your salary. How much amount are you spending for food? How much amount or percentage you're spending for entertainment? You need to calculate the percentage, right? How much amount you're saving into your fixed deposit every month. That is to understand, to calculate that all, we can use saving account, right? Saving calculator. We can Excel also can use saving calculator. Next is sports analysis. Sports analysis. Can you get, of course, most of the people like sports. Can you give how Excel can be used in the sports analysis? Can you give an example? Can you give an example?
Yeah, we can maintain the data for individual players, and we can compare his performance like year to year, likewise.
Okay, year to year.
Yeah, like they
For
show.
example, let's say, for example, if you take a Rohit Sharma, yesterday we had to see the match, right?
Yes.
WTC. What kind of shot does Rohit Sharma can able to play well? For example, he has played 200 matches so far. For example, for which shot, for what kind of shot is getting out more and more? What kind of shots is playing more easily? What kind of shots is getting a bit difficult? Whether he's facing issue with the left-hand bowlers or right-hand bowlers? Whether he's facing issue with the right-hand bowlers or left-hand bowlers? To understand all these things, just give an example. To understand all these things, we can use Excel also. You can use Excel also, right? Or there is a one website. I think I did not exactly remember. There is one website to get the all Excel information, sports information. Why should we use Excel, guys? Why should we use Excel? Can anyone guess? To explore. To explore means, for example, you are working a project of telecom company. So to explore which customer, what kind of customers are active in the last month and inactive in this month. For example, how many customers are active in the last month? How many customers are inactive in this month? For in terms of usage, for what kind of customers are giving more complaints? Is prepaid customers or postpaid customers? Am I right? Or next question. For example, which age group people are spending more of on data usage? Which age group people are spending more on calls or SMSs? Which age group people are spending more on SMSs? Right? To understand all these things, we can explore the data by using MS Excel. By using MS Excel. So next, to analyze the data, right? Why they're becoming the defaulters customers? Why customers are not repaying the EMIs? Why customers are inactive for telecom company? Which customers are using more of credit cards? Where they're spending? When? What moment they're spending? Are they spending month end? Are they spending month starting? Right? To analyze the data, we are going to use MS Excel. Finally, whatever the exploration you have done, whatever the analysis you have done, ultimately you need to present to your stakeholder in more crispy and efficient way. For that purpose, again, we are going to use MS Excel, right? If you want to present a table or data, table format data, we can use these things. That is all about Excel. So Excel analysis, Excel course overview, we will discuss in the tomorrow class. Okay, understood, guys?
Sure.
That's what for today. Any questions, guys? Any doubt? Any suggestions for today?
One thing which I was doing is I was doing analysis for my company, and you know what? I was doing it in Excel. So Excel becomes one of the top end technology that you have to know. Each and every resource, each and every technology, whoever is working, Excel becomes one of the hot cake in the market. Well, knowing Excel is a very advantageous for you because just say that your client is coming up with a small analysis where you will be asked to work with 1 lakh records. The best option is Excel, right? So you can do analysis, you can do formulas, you can write macro functions, you can do all the charts, visualizations. Everything is possible in Excel. Even today, it's almost 40-50 years that been the tool has been introduced. Still 10 minutes back also I was been using this tool. That's how the Excel is powerful. Doesn't matter whether you're a data science or a data engineering or data analyst or a business analyst or a cloud engineer, one skill which you have to know is Excel. Knowing Excel will make your work very easy, right? So sometimes your client may ask you to do some reports. They may ask you to fill some data, write some calculations. The one thing which you can do always is try to understand about the Excel. Okay, so Excel we are actually starting. And if you see here, you can just go into this, get registered, and you can buy this course actually for $499. And I would say that it is really the worth, because knowing Excel is one of the advantages for most of the roles. And this you can get all the basic to advance, and the classes will continue from Monday to Friday, and it is like basically from 7 a.m. to 8:30, and you can join from 12th, okay, 12th June. So this is one thing which I would request you to make use of it. 500 rupees, just it's like one time your lunch price, I would say. So please use this opportunity where you can do wonders with Excel. Okay, maybe they will not mention in your GD that I need an Excel person, but take it from me, with my experience, I'm saying almost 10 years I've been working here. One technology, one tool which I'll be using on a daily basis is Excel. Right from monitoring, right from the task tracking, right from the analysis, everything which I'll be doing is always will be in Excel. So please make use of this.